back with full expected by Arctic Vulpix and maybe Coronapax too. So we're on chapter 66. We're officially about to start night 2. I don't know if their forms will be what Springtrap did, but he's just gonna have a fun time anyway. Hey. But if she does know, he's gonna have an even worse night than he probably would have. So let's just get right into this. And if you want to follow along, chapter link is in the description below. As always, for you to follow along, which I really highly recommend you do because I skip words accidentally or like I struggle with some words. So and also so you can leave a review afterwards, like win-win. So let's just get right into this with chapter 66. Chase. That girl is the incarnation of chaos. Springtrap muttered to himself as he struggled to pull his foot out of the vat of caramel. He didn't know how she stuck the vat into the floor. He actually didn't want to know if he was being honest with himself. He was rapidly realizing that he had severely underestimated the girl, both nights. It wasn't just luck that had her surviving night 1. She was fast, resourceful, and seemed to lack most of her self-preservation skills. In other words, the girl was mad, but dangerously capable. It was irritating. The night had started off with a bang, literally. He had a sneaking suspicion that she was irritated with something and was now taking it out on him. He was still reeling from that glitter explosive to the face. With a grunt, he finally fully stood out and backed away from the vat. He never had liked caramel. They were chocolate. They were too sweet, and they stuck to everything. He glanced down at his foot, which was now coated in sticky stuff. It's going to take hours to get out, he muttered. I'd hope so. I made it extra sticky just for you. He spun around, still surprised that she could be so quiet when she wanted to be compared to her natural, explosively loud behavior normally. There you are, brat, he growled, and took one step forward. That's all he managed to travel before something hit his chest and knocked him over onto his back. What? He could hear that ridiculous girl snickering. I think pink is your color, you know, she giggled at him. Pink? He struggled upright and glanced down at his chest to find a blob of pink paint splattered across his fur. The night guard was holding a paintball gun which she waved at him. Specifically modified to have a bit of an extra kick, she grinned. It might not be paint night, but I've decided that this place needs a bit of for decoration, including you. He tried to dodge the next shot, but it caught him in the shoulder, sending him spinning in the wall. A bit of an extra kick? That much force should have been impossible to coax out of a mere paintball gun. Come now, Springtrap. I thought you were actually going to give me a challenge tonight, she chided. He saw red and lunged at her, causing her to dive to the side. Better, but not there yet, she called, shooting him again. You're going to have to try harder, murder man. With that, she spun around and sprinted away. Springtrap didn't hesitate in following. He regretted that decision for the rest of the next day. On the surface, Ruby seemed very impulsive and reckless. And actually, he was convinced she was evil mastermind strategist in disguise. She led him on a merry chase, through trapped hallways that minutes ago he was sure weren't trapped. Paint bucket over a door. How'd she get through the door without it rubbing? A glitter bomb minefield that she just hopped carelessly through. A room with an automatic table guns that left him feeling bruised from head to toe. A giant bowl of chewing gum. Wait, what? He actually had to pause for that one. She peeked out from behind the boulder-sized seat. Dunno. I have my ways. She looked ridiculously pleased with herself. Ever watched Indiana Jones? I really should make a night of it. Then she pushed. He could hear her cackling all the way down the corridor as he ran. It still caught up to him and rolled over him and beyond. Now he really felt bruised. How? He demanded as he dragged himself back to his feet. He was almost positive the building laughed at him for a moment. A short shriek, followed by a clang, told him that she met another phantom. But frustratingly enough, she barely seemed bothered by them anymore. She got an initial fright, reacted, and then moved on as though it hadn't happened. It was frustrating. He stalked back towards where he last heard her, and he didn't run into a traffic bump. Not at all. "Do you like my movie reference?" she asked as she dodged his grab again. "Personally, I think it was one of my best. Stand still, you infuriating girl." "How about no?" His world exploded to nothing but glitter for a moment. Everything about her, from her attitude to her abilities, was just made to irritate him. He was sure. "Is this what hell was like? It's almost time for my shift to end," the team pointed out from out of arm's reach. "You did better last night. Off your game tonight?" He glared and lunged. She dodged. "Or were you just lucky last night?" Lunge, dodge. Was that really the best you could do? Pounce, dodge. Can't act. She was cut off as another phantom went up at her unexpectedly, causing her to swing her bat, even though there was nothing to hit. He grabbed her hoodie and lifted her off the ground. "Got you," he snarled, grabbing hold of the bat to prevent another Betty-induced headache. "Not really. It's cute that you think so." She grinned at him and pulled out a pen. "What?" The team viciously jabbed it into his elbow joint and clicked. Waves of electricity rolled through him, causing all his joints to lock up. She got free easily, while he pulled off the paralyzing effects of the shock. "Here's a pen," she declared victoriously. "Enough for a human and frazzle a bot." The innocent little pen disappeared back into her jacket. "Evil foul pen. It's one of my favorite inventions," she confided to him, looking amused. She knew he couldn't get his ones under complete control yet, and she was mocking him for it. "I'm quite proud of it." She stood over him for a moment. You could just surrendered earned it by leaving Spring for the week." He got at her. "Yeah, I know, but it worked my try." She shrugged and rubbed at the bruise forming on her elbow from when he almost caught her now before. "It doesn't matter how much you hurt me. I'll just keep going back, and I'll beat you and get Spring back." She backed away and turned to leave. "See you around, Springtrap. 2 nights now, 4 to go." Her grin was downright sadistic. It took a good 15 minutes before he could move properly again. By then, the chimes had already gone off. He slammed a fist into the wall and growled. "I'm gonna enjoy killing these babies. This have only begun." He was getting a handle on her movements. He'd gotten closer to grabbing her a few times in the previous night. 4 nights is a long time. And that's the end of chapter 66, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go leave a review. Oh, a little lot shorter than the last chapter, but then again, last chapter was quite long. But, yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Go, like I said, good for you. Show the author some love. We're done here. Uh, don't leave a comment. I don't want comments. I want you to leave a review. I don't want to take credit for this person's work, so go. We're done. And but before you go, be sure to subscribe. I'll upload videos every Friday and Saturday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next chapter of Meaning of the Mind. Bye!